I'm going to ask Mr. Cameron Kinzer. He's going to lead us in the pledge. If you'll come on up, Cameron. And my young man, Weston Brown's going to lead us in prayer. Weston is a senior at West Greene High School, and he's our student representative on the board. So, Cameron, go ahead, bud.
With allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father, we come to you again just to express our gratitude for the ability to wake up and put our feet on the ground once again. Father, I ask that we can just go throughout our lives and glorify you in everything that we do, Father, because the only way to make a difference is through you. Father, I ask that you just walk with us each step of life. Help us to not get caught up in the ways of the world, which is so easy to do. Father, I ask that we can be simple, good people. And Father, I ask that you just touch the lives of everybody. Just speak through us, and I ask that you just lead, guide, and direct us in everything that we do. Forgive us from our sins. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. And also, Cameron's a student at South Greene. Thank you, young man. I officially call the meeting to order, the Greene County Board of Education. We've got a couple things that we're going to do first, some presentations. And first up is the Art Awards. And I think they all should be in here. And I apologize if I butcher a name. So I'll just go ahead and apologize right up front, because I'm probably going to. But the first up is Macy, 3rd grade at Bayleton Elementary. Macy, if you'll come up, Mr. Rock will have you a certificate. And if you'll stay right here with us, we're going to take a picture at the end, okay? And would you tell us, go ahead and get your certificate, young lady. Your dad forgot to wear the right shirt, didn't he? I see your mom's got the same one on today, yeah. Which one is your art?
Well, it's the one over there with the abstract, and
This one right here. Is that second one? Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Young lady, Mason, just stay right there. I'm gonna get a picture of all of you. Okay? Okay. Callie is 11th grade at Chucky Doak High School. Which one is yours, young lady? Okay, good deal, good deal, good job. That looks great, great. Next up is Riley, which is the 7th grade at Chucky Doak Middle School. Riley with us? Okay. How about Oliver with 1st grade at Chucky Elementary? Which one is your artwork? Oh, right over here. Yeah, good job. Good job. Is that Kaylee Combs, 4th grade Mossheim? Is she here? How about Gilly, 10th grade, North Greene High School? Alicia, 8th grade, North Greene Middle School?
She's not here.
Okay. Which one's hers?
It's the 4th.
Okay, great, great. Passion, 2nd grade, Nola Chucky. Passion, which one is yours, young lady? The Road Runner? Oh, yeah, I see it. Great job. Good job. All right, Cameron, you're up, buddy. Cameron Kinzer, he's at student at South Greene High School. Cameron, which one is yours, buddy?
Black and white off art.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks great. Yeah, don't look at that too much, Gary. You'll get dizzy. Is it
I wouldn't even attempt that one.
I know. How about Miss Hopton, or Mr. Hopton?
Clea.
Clea? Okay, thank you. Clea Hopton.
She's must be en route. She did the.
She's at South Creek Middle School.
Over here, the radio 73.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Alexis, 9th grade at West Greene High School? Okay. What about Samuel, 6th grade, West Greene Middle School? All right, Samuel. Samuel, tell us, which one is yours, Samuel? Oh, yeah. Good deal. They all look great. I think that's, Samuel, if you'll stay with us, buddy, if you all will kind of, I'll let Miss Myers put you where she wants you. Oh, watch this one coming, boys. This Miss Bowman here. She'll get you. Yeah, they want us in that picture.
Smile. Perfect. I'm gonna move out of the way and y'all. One.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right. When you get two better looking chairman and director, maybe you can do that. Okay, let's give him another hand. Great job, guys. Thank you. And I've got some good news for the parents and students. You don't have to wait. You can go ahead and leave if you want to. You don't have to suffer through the rest of the meeting. But great job. Everybody have a Merry Christmas. And thank you to the art teachers. And you too, Colleen.
Now, they're welcome to stay if they want to.
Yeah, you can stay if you want to. I don't know if they're gonna stay, but yeah, they can. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. No, hey, you can't, because I got this note to.
That's right out.
We just let him get to that agenda item. What do you want to do?
Yeah, we just let him speak, and then we'll do Miss Wilson.
Okay.
I got you. So what do you think?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Guys, I got a couple housekeeping things I've got to do. We have two board members are missing tonight, and Minnie Banks and Stacy Franklin are not with us. So if the minutes will reflect that, please, Trenda. Also, we're gonna Bobby Rader's with us. That's Bobby. What do you think? You back in Greenville here?
Yes, sir.
All right, Bobby's with the radio, and then we got Amy with the paper, and then we're blessed to have two commissioners with us, Brad Peters and Teddy over there. Good to have them with us. Am I missing any other? All right. Next up, we're going to do something that's another great thing. Is recognize our TVOS Level 4 and Level 5 teachers for 2023-2024. And Dr. Ripley, I'll turn that over to you. And
Sure, I think we're gonna bring, they'll not all be here, but those who came, we'll bring the level 4 people all in, and I'll read off all the names.
I won't say that.
Now, when he calls your name out, step out, okay?
All right, and I'm just gonna ask us, we'll applaud once at the end, so, cause I don't know who's here and who's not, so I'll just go right down the list real quick. Tyler Bailey, Kimberly Ball, Kimberly's here. Laura Dyer, Laura's here. Jennifer Franklin, Kurt Glover, Star Hummel, Leanne Johnson, Jada Jones, Mindy Kennedy, Carson Kinney, Bridget Lawler, Amy Luttrell, Logan McCamey, Debbie Powers, Sarah Roberts, Simeon Roberts, Kim Seaton, Rachel Shanks, Avery Sugg, Leslie Wardrop, Danny Weems, Debbie Whitehead, Annalisa Wilson, and Sheena Wright. And I'm just going to note that Leanne Myers had them in alphabetical order. Pretty impressive. All right, let's give them a round.
That's impressive. And great job, guys.
She's pretty
Great
good.
job.
I started to know she had it in order. All right, thank you. Who's doing the five?
Somebody else.
Perfect.
That's pretty awesome.
Everybody smile. Wonderful, thank you so much.
All right.
Again, let's give you guys a hand. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas.
And just for the record, those teachers and the next group both receive a bonus from the board for that, those TVOS scores.
And that's already been presented to
Yes.
us.
Yes. And we normally do this maybe in October, but the scores all came back late this year.
Yeah, yeah. Sarah, you doing okay? You doing all right? Yeah. Good. We got level 5 coming now, guys.
Level 5 teachers, yes.
Are you sure?
Oh, I don't know. This one right here looks suspect. Look, I don't know there. I don't know about Miss Morlock. I don't know. This group looks a little suspect here.
What say, Julie?
All right.
Julie's paperwork's in order.
They've asked if your name is called to step forward, so we'll see you, and then Mr. Compton's going to give you a certificate.
Miss.
Again, let's hold our applause to the end, and we'll give them all a round of applause. I'll just go through the list. Mason Elstock, Kelly Alexander, Candace Arwood, Brennan Babb, Jan Bible,
Let's go retirement.
Okay.
Anna Bowles,
Somebody take that certificate from her.
Chris Brewer, Carrie Broyles, Blaine Dykes, Blaine's here, Jeanette Fillers, she's here, Leanne Kirk, Lene Lister, Daniel Lowry, Thornton Miller, Melissa Middlestead is here, as is her husband Tyler Middlestead. They're both math teachers, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Robin Morlock is here. Sherry Morgan is here. Julie Oakes is
Robin
here.
put my son on the right path.
That's fine.
You did.
Brooke Ripley, Matt Ripley, again, husband and wife, they're home with a newer baby maybe. Jennifer Roderick's here. Lindsay Shaw, Kalia Shepherd, Kendra Tarleton, Haven Taylor, Jennifer Tipton, Lindsay Tweed, Avery Weems, Cassandra Willis, and Mark Wright. Let's
Man,
give them a round of
that's
applause.
impressive.
Level 5.
Great job, guys. Great job.
Congratulations, y'all.
From about here,
Great
we can
job.
slide this way and then have from about Robin this way, you turn here and you all turn here. So if we can have you all slide down some. And then you all turn. You all turn, actually, Robin, I want to turn this way. There you go.
Huh?
Push in.
It's all right.
And
I know that feeling.
Jan.
look,
Give me-
Jan's tired, she thinks she can't teach anymore.
Well, she's talking to us.
I'm looking at how short I am. Everybody think I'm
That's-
getting greater.
That's not fair, is it, Jan?
All right.
Reminiscent of high school, I had to stand beside Doug Renner.
Oh, no, bless your heart. Yeah.
We know how
We know our role in these
That's
pictures,
right.
we've been doing it all our life, you know what to do.
take this to him, you
Well, I'll check it off.
gotta check.
All right, guys, great job. Thank you all so much for what you do. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, next up, we have a presentation from Miss Wilson. And I want to publicly thank you for the Christmas cookies. They're wonderful. You second that, won't you?
Tis the season.
Thank you so much for them.
Just wanna give you an update. The Monday after Thanksgiving, I went and met with the Parent Teachers Association at North Truckee School and told them why I was coming here and I had a lot of encouragement from them. I also found out that I cannot start a booster club unless I have a whole bunch of things in order. You have to have a president, a vice president, a bookkeeper, and so on and so forth. So we're looking, as soon as we get more support, we'll see how that turns out. The other thing is, I'm gonna take this picture and I want you to pass it down, and then I want to read you something that this young man's mom wrote. This is Ty Youngblood. He's 23. He went to the Greeneville Middle School, the Greeneville High School, he graduated there. He went to Furman University and he graduated this year. Now this is his mom that wrote this for me, okay? He started playing guitar with private lessons in 4th grade. He continued playing for local churches, talent shows, and the FCA worship through the high school. He used music and succumbed on, and he worked on his guitar for stress relief. Oftentimes, Mom would hear him in the room playing after a hard game, a practice, or with school-related stress. Ty played football at Furman University for 4 years, and he finally hung up his cleats when he graduated, but he continues playing the guitar and singing for fun for his church in Greeneville, South Carolina, where he has been an intern and hired there. And I guess that's it. I got the same beat as we've had before. I'm not against sports. I want everybody to know that. But I also want you to know how important music and art is. We can see that tonight. These young kids are doing so well. And I just want you to keep this in mind, and I know you have, about looking into the budget to see how we can further do our art and our music. My husband and I went to the Veterans Program over at Nochucky this last November, and it was great. It was. But they needed more music. This isn't their time. They got the next half to come. So I really am not trying to, well, I am trying to. I'm trying to make you realize how important that the music and art programs are to our kids. And I've told you before, or read stuff before, and I got this off. This is really blurry. This is awful. It says, Lord, give me coffee to change the things I can, and music to accept the things I can't. So, please consider in your budget, at least one of the, whether it be music or art, of course I'm with the music, this next year, and start with Nochucky. If you so find it in your budget to do that, and I'll see what I can cook next time.
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
be back,
Okay,
all right?
thank you, Ms.
Thanks.
Pitt. And you have a Merry Christmas, okay?
I'm going to.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks again.
But this picture was Ty Youngblood coming home for Thanksgiving, and he was playing for his family.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's, all right, guys, so we gotta get our next presentation up on the phone, and there'll be just a second here, we'll get them. Give us a second. This presentation involving the insulin pricing litigation from the Friends Law Group.
Hey, William, Dave McLean, Greene County Schools, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Listen, I've got you on speakerphone in front of 5 board members and about 25 people in the audience, so we'll give you an opportunity to present, William, and we'll give our board an opportunity to ask questions if they have any. Will that work?
That will work.
Okay, William, I don't know if anybody can hear this, we'll put the mic closer. So, go ahead there.
All right, well, thank you all very much for the time this evening. So, what we're focused on in this litigation is the amount of the price of insulin has increased over the past almost 30 years. To understand the issue, we need to go back to the 90s. So, in the 90s, the price of insulin for an insulin user would range anywhere between $5 to $10 per their prescription. For the manufacturer to make that insulin, it would cost them $2. Legally, a pharmaceutical manufacturer can increase the price on a drug to recoup their research and development and marketing and make a profit. And at $5 to $10, it did just that. We then fast forward to 2019, and the price of insulin has skyrocketed, and we're now dealing with insulin prescription prices ranging anywhere between $400 to $1,000. So if you are uninsured individual, or if you have to go pay a copay, these individuals are having to make a choice of whether they're going to be putting food on their table or take a life-saving drug. Luckily, at that point, the Congress gets involved, and the Senate Finance Committee begins an investigation into insulin pricing. After their 2-year investigation, they came out with a report in January 2021. And so what the investigation found is that we have 3 insulin manufacturers who make up 98% of the market. Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk, and Sanofi. So if you're an insulin user, you really have no other choice but to use one of those manufacturers for your drugs.
Mr. Shannon, excuse me, I'm gonna interrupt just a second, I forgot to tell you. We limited to 5 minutes, so I thought maybe that, we should have told you at first, that might help you. I didn't want you to be cut off too short.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what the investigation concluded is that these companies have a monopoly on the market for this drug, and that there was an agreement between these companies not to lower their price beyond a certain price point. So this is a stereotypical price gouging scheme. But for this scheme to work, they needed the pharmacy benefit managers on board, whose job is to protect their insured and those that they're administering prescription benefits for. And so what the investigation found is that 3 major pharmacy benefit managers who the investigation was focused on received kickbacks in return for not blinking an eye at the price. In addition to that, the rebates that these pharmacy benefit managers were supposed to provide back to school districts like you that have a self-funded plan, they were not providing it in full, which in fact, just 2 months ago, the Federal Trade Commission sued these pharmacy benefit managers over insulin pricing and rebates. And so now we are bringing these claims on behalf of public entities who have self-funded plans to go and recoup the cost for the overcharge of these drugs. What the investigation concluded is that insulin should be no more than $35. These same manufacturers are selling those same drugs in other countries for $35. So there is a big gap between what you should have paid and what you actually were charged for those under your plan that have been receiving insulin. So we're trying to go and recoup those costs over a 5-year period of time. In addition to that, we are trying to seek injunctive relief to get a cap on the price of insulin, so that would help your school system moving forward, that you're not paying these high prices on these drugs. We're currently litigating the case in federal court in New Jersey. I represent a little over 300 school systems across the country in this matter, and that kind of provides you an update on what this case is about. So I wanted to see if there was any questions.
Okay, thank you. We'll see. Any questions from the board? Well, I guess you've done a great presentation. There's no questions. We'll have to get back with you when the board votes, and you'll be told what the decision is, okay?
All right, thank you.
And you have a Merry Christmas. I think we'll just go ahead, if it's okay with the board. I'm gonna jump down to C. Well, do I have to do that, or can I go ahead and jump? Okay, thank you. And you're leaving me. Man. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda, including the consent agenda and the addendum?
So moved.
Mark?
Second.
Second by Gary. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Thank you, Trenda. Now I'm gonna jump down to the new business under C. Do I have a motion to hire either Franz Law or Fowler and Fuller to represent the Greene County School System in the insulin litigation?
I'll make a motion, we hire Franz Fuller.
All right. Do I have a second? No. You're making the motion for Farrell and Fuller.
Farrell and Fuller, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't find it on the thing.
Yeah, that's all right. But
Yeah.
I have a
You
second.
jumped ahead.
I did jump ahead on you. I have a second?
Second.
Second by George. I got a motion by Larry and a second by George. Any other comments or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, Miss Jessie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll go back up. Hey, you have a Merry Christmas, Crystal. Okay? Okay.
Thank you all for
You-
supporting my family last night.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. All right. We done the consent agenda. Next, I got Miss C's here to talk to us about the GCEA.
Yes, I don't have anything new to bring up tonight, but I did want to tell you guys that on behalf of GCA, we hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And each of you have a gift from GCA and a card at your seat.
Thank you. And you all have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
too. Thank you. Thank you. Any board reports? All right, moving to central office reports. I have a budget report by Miss Kayla. I see you don't have your little sidekick with you tonight.
Thought about it.
Solo tonight.
Solo. Okay. In October, Finance Department completed 79 purchase orders, 509 accounts payables checks. In October, Finance Department completed 3 biweekly payrolls, our second month certified payroll, 1 Save the Children payroll, and one fall coaching payroll. Your general purpose expenditure at the end of October was 24.89%. General purpose interest revenue, end of October, year to date was around $311,000, and for October was $98,000. October local option sales tax was $890,000. Year to date, that's around $2.6 million. And your general purpose revenue at the end of October was 27%.
Okay. Any questions for Kayla?
If y'all have any questions later, just email me, call my office, always welcome by, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Next up is personnel report by Bill. If anybody have any questions?
I think the ladies doing some training didn't drop any of that this month, but
Okay.
whatever happens will show up on next month. I can't think of anything out of the ordinary, other than we did have a teacher who passed away.
Yes,
So we
yes,
got managed
yes.
to address that, so.
And I ask that everybody keeps that family in your prayers. Absolutely. Any questions for Bill? Well, next up, we've got the food service report, Ms. Yvonne. I'm sure she's got a,
Mr. Chairman, I just would like, before she speaks, I would just like it said that Jenny Harmon was a light shining in a dark place. And her family are just bedrock institutions in the Mohawk and McDonald community, and she will be greatly missed. And on behalf of my community, we mourn her loss and want to thank everybody who took time,
yeah,
considerable time, to help out that family. I know Tom and Jana and all the family appreciates that, and we're greatly going to miss Jenny.
absolutely.
Sorry.
No, absolutely not. So what's been going on, we had student choice, we rolled out at West Greene. The kids, we had different foods for them to taste, and the Sono, which was the Latin-inspired cuisine. We tried to do the mac and cheeseology, we thought that they'd really like, in the Ruse, but they chose the Latin American one, so we're gonna roll that out for the kids on the menu down there. And hope to get some more rolled out in some of the other schools. And I had meant to reach out to some of the board members to come and enjoy some of the food, but it's been a little crazy, so I didn't make it that far. So, what are we looking forward to? Christmas break. And joining some family time and having a good New Year's with your family to be able to take a good break. Okay, if you'll look in October, we served over 88,000 meals, and I'm not sure that summer or the flood was actually put on that. I think it was a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But as you see, our October income was $446,821.29. Our expenses were $437,749.04, and as you see, the $9,725 and the total surplus there. In November, we served 123,349 meals. November's income was $510,019.28. November expenses were $409,901.85. As you see, the surplus and the total surplus. So, does anybody have any questions?
You did well.
Good job.
No questions? Good.
Now, we can't come and enjoy the food now, the window's already passed.
Yeah.
Is that
Hey,
what
I'm doing it again. I will.
Okay.
So when is it we starting that?
The, student choice?
Yes.
We rolled it out a couple of years ago, but we're trying to get it rolled out again and add some new stuff on the menus for the kids to taste.
Right, but I mean, this new thing you're gonna roll out, what dates that start, so we can be there to eat?
Okay, I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
Quickest courtesy on the menu.
Got you.
So.
You
I'll
tell
let
him,
you know.
hurry up.
Yeah, don't worry, I will.
Tell him, don't be
Weston, you got any questions for our food service director? Usually the student
Yeah,
representatives
well, that's
always
true.
ask questions.
Yeah.
Well,
Like when we gonna have this or when we gonna have
Well-
I did try some of that.
Was you at West Greene?
Yes.
Were you okay?
I did try some of both. I enjoyed both of them.
There you
I
go.
remembered your face.
Yeah. Other than that, the food, spot on.
Good.
Man,
That may be the best one yet.
that is.
I'll take that.
I wanna know, did you pay him?
Did you pay him, Yvonne?
He must have got T-bone or something.
Yeah. He must
Baked
have.
potato, loaded. bro.
Yeah, he's loaded. But I will, all jokes aside, Weston does, in all my travels, has the best subline anywhere. Anywhere.
He's making me nervous.
But it is pretty good. That subline looks great, great. Thank you, Yvonne. Well, I told him I wasn't gonna let him do this one, but I'll let him.
Okay.
We're gonna have the director's report.
Good evening. I would like to start out by congratulating our 6 reward schools within our district. That includes Bayleton, Chucky Oak Middle School, Nola Chucky, North Greene High School, South Greene High School, and South Greene Middle School. Thanks so much for the hard work being displayed at those schools. I also want to congratulate all the Level 4 and Level 5 teachers that were recognized this evening on individual test data. Winding up this semester, teachers at the high school certainly are working on their EOCs. I want to wish good luck to all the teachers and students while they're completing those EOC exams. I'd also like to announce that myself and 6 board members attended the TSBA conference in Nashville on Thursday, November the 7th through Sunday, November the 10th. We had great fellowship as well as being able to listen to several great speakers while in Nashville. Certainly, it's with heavy hearts that Greene County Schools lost a great educator on Sunday. My heart goes out to Teddy, Millie, and to the Harmon Solomon family. Myself and many of you stood in line at the visitation yesterday evening for several hours, myself for 3 hours. This should remind us all of the importance of an educator within a community. Teaching to me is different from other professions by the influence one can have on others. I don't know of anyone that did that better than Jeannie Harmon. I believe that we witnessed that, and it was proved yesterday evening.
Yeah.
At this time, David Myers, I'm going to turn it over to you and David Wright. I think we have some board members. We have a representative from PATH, so I'll turn this over to you, Mr. Myers, and give an opportunity to do basically share what's going on with CT additions at West Greene and Chucky Doe.
Well, let's take West Greene, for example. Start there. We finished the retaining wall.
Looks
around the
good.
Perimeter
Mhm.
of the building site, and that's helped tremendous. We had a big meeting down there the other day with Mr. Wright, the Mike Presnell, over some issues of some foundations, and I think we got a lot worked out with the structural engineer, Mr. Wright. Chucky Oak is proceeding along, starting or moving dirt, put some drainage in, everything's going well up there. So it's turned over to Mr. Wright.
As David said, we are progressing. Of course, you know that we had a little bit of issue there with the hurricane, and we've addressed those and still addressing some of those issues, and some restoration of some work that was already completed. So we are progressing on that point. And as I said, we have started the infrastructure work there at Chucky Oak. And again, we got Jerry Klein here. He can talk more about the construction part of both of those projects here just a little bit. I do want to bring up an item there that we have got an answer on regarding the greenhouse structure at Chucky Oak. Of course, that whole issue was kind of battled back and forth with the fire marshal, because I think after Chucky Oak was built, that greenhouse was installed, and it was installed a little bit close to the school proper. So we've been back and forth and got an answer, and essentially what the fire marshal is going to allow us to do is to keep the greenhouse, but we will have to sprinkle the greenhouse and then put a fire alarm system within that greenhouse structure. You know, they were trying to get us to move it away, but the issues that came about with the death of those children there a couple years ago in Nashville, the fire marshal is looking at trying to keep those school systems and school buildings a little bit more compact, just with security issues, as Teddy seen as well. So, so I think we got a good. I think we're blazing a little bit of ground right there. So, with the fire marshal allowing us to do that, we're progressing on that, and I will have to submit that greenhouse like it's a new structure. But again, Mr. Myers is already getting some numbers together on the sprinkler system and the alarm system. But you know, I know that was a long process, but again, they are allowing us to do that. So I think that is a good positive point right there. So, yeah, again, Mr. Klein's here to actually talk about the construction, where we're at with that, and, if that's okay.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
We'd like to ask Mr. Klein a couple questions, all right?
You want questions first, or kind of an update for me first?
You do an update, and I think we've got some questions.
Okay, I'll start with Chucky Doke. That's the easier of the two right now. Chucky Doke, like Mr. Myers indicated, we're working our way, hit a little rock in the last couple of days. We're trying to get some storm pipe in, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be consistent. Our goal, and it looks pretty achievable, is to wrap up basically that and bench the slab by first of the year, and we're planning right now on our schedule to start foundations on that building, the week of January 6th. So, for Chucky Doke, if there's any questions other than that, I can, and that's kind of start of the project, so it's a little bit shorter and sweeter. West Greene High School, obviously Pat has some concerns after the flood of some of the things we've seen on the site. We, at our own expense, brought in Foundation Systems Engineering, had them do some boring and some testing. I was told that we received that report. We got a verbal update on Tuesday, but we received the report in full this morning, and we're gonna issue it out to Mr. Myers and Mr. Wright here tomorrow. We just wanna be sure that with that settlement that we're not running into some other issues. I understand that yesterday the structural engineer and some people were out there. There's just some cracking that we're seeing that I don't know that we're too comfortable with, so we're investigating it a little bit further. So questions from you?
Yeah, I guess, Mr. Klein, and maybe, the month of October, it didn't seem like we seen too much going on. I guess
Yeah, there was nothing going on because of what had happened because of the washout, and we were
even
paused.
before the washout?
No, the washout, the rain happened on the end of September.
Okay. Wasn't much going on in September either, though.
How so, sir?
I'll go by and I didn't see too many workers, and I just wondered, I mean,
We-
when you have good weather and you don't see workers, you get kinda concerned,
Well,
you know?
We were about a week away from prepping and pouring slab when the hurricane, or the remnants of the hurricane had hit.
Okay.
And then once that happened, obviously the project went on pause, and we were waiting for corrective measures on how we were going to fix it, which we thought was going to be a simpler way of cutting out where the foundation failed at where the side of the bank caved in.
Right, and then we went down and raised that, the retaining wall, right?
Right, and then all that work, and then we were planning going back to work, which we did go back to work here in the last week and a half. But with the testing now, I mean, like I said, we're gonna make sure that we feel comfortable. We'll give you the report. Obviously, our contract is to build per plans and specs, but the design has to work in the end result. So we just wanna make sure we're all on the same
Right,
page.
no, I understand. So what's your schedule look like for West Greene right now?
West Greene, well, we're gonna get this report to you, and I'd like to, if you guys are in agreement, we get together next Tuesday or Wednesday, cause I'm flying back in on Monday. And review that report, go over it, and then with your structural engineer, and then we'll follow your lead. Our intention right now is, depending on what the corrective measures are on the washout area, is we're going to build from parking lot side back to the new retaining wall, where our trailer is. So we're starting to, and we had concrete crews out there starting to nail up expansion and start getting ready to prep for that. But again, noticing some more cracks in foundations that were further away from, where the incident happened there on that one side. You know, we put a pause on that for the next 2 days, and we'd like to meet with you guys on Wednesday and go through whatever this report is. I have not been able to see the report yet with my travel, so. But I will get it tonight at the hotel and be a little more, I can speak to you guys on it tomorrow, but we'll get it issued out so we see what FSE. And what I'd like to do on that too is include ETS in that meeting if we can. So we just have all the people and all the opinions there at one time.
Could you let me know just as soon as possible, so I can make sure Mr. Jacobs would be there?
If we could, I mean, I'm gonna make Brian Lieben senior PM on this project. He's gonna bring in, or come in, and then Matt Johnson will come out of Charlotte, and we'll be available on Wednesday. If we could do it Wednesday at 9 o'clock, that would be ideal, if that works. If we need to push it to Tuesday, we'll move some travel arrangements around and get them in earlier. Okay. then we'll just send the report to you guys, and you guys can distribute how you want.
How far off are we on projected completion date now?
Schedule, I mean, we've always had a 12-month build on West Greene, and basically on both projects. We're, I would say, probably 2.5, 3 months behind on West Greene. We had a 1.5 month pause. So if we kicked it up and we have some remedial work to do, I'm looking at late September for West Greene.
Late September.
Late September for West Greene. It's always been a 12-month build, and we've lost nearly 3 months. Chucky Dope, I would say, is gonna 2 months behind that, 60 days behind that.
So late November.
About this time next year, yes, if not sooner.
When we first started, what was the projected completion?
We projected 13 months on both. We were trying to bring them into 12. We started mid-June. Mid to late June.
So you're not gonna be done mid to late June?
No, sir.
Where are we at, Mr. Klein, on the, I know we're still waiting on the, change order. Where are we on that one?
For a fire marshal change order?
Yeah, the one that we started in March.
I don't believe so. I think it was issued to us sometime in June or July, and then there's been RFI questions based off of that, back and forth to get clarity on what exactly was being priced. Is that a correct statement?
The one with Chucky Doe?
Yes.
Yeah, we've addressed those questions.
I understand that, but it was issued to us, I believe, in June.
What is the other change order I'm thinking about, Mr. Wright, that's not been addressed yet?
Well, that's the biggest change order. That's the only one that I know of is, we're still waiting on big change order.
Right, for Chucky Doe.
Chucky Doe.
Correct. It was issued to Path sometime in June. We had questions as went back and forth for a few months, I would believe.
I think it was before June that we gave you fire marshal's change order.
Correct, but
I mean, I can go back and double check that.
regardless of that, it's a big number, and we're vetting it out as much as possible to try to give you guys the best price on it.
Yeah, when we had our monthly progress meeting there, I think you were trying to work final figures out with your subs, I believe.
That's right. We've basically vetted them back where we didn't agree with some pricing and pushed it back to give us back up, try to get prices a little bit cheaper, to be honest with you. So you'll have that in the next week. I mean, Alana has it for one more review. That's our project manager on this project. She has it going back through executives for one more review.
Yeah, I think we desperately need that, and I do bring it up there at every progress meeting. I mean, we need that.
I have no problem in having it issued to you tonight, and then we can readjust if we get better pricing.
Any other board members have a question for Mr. Klein?
I'd like to confirm that we have builder's risk in place now on both buildings, builder's risk insurance.
I guess Mr. Wright?
Got a thumbs up from Mr. Myers right there.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. And it's on Chucky Doke also?
Yes.
Yes.
And then ETS will also be doing all testing at Chucky Doke?
Things up there today,
Okay.
talked with your people.
Okay, I got up to Chucky Doke about 1 o'clock, so,
Yeah.
okay, so we're all set with that.
Andrew called me and Dave Wright discussed what he needed to do. One was that road and then foundations, concrete, and yes, they were on board.
Okay, perfect, so we can call in. Is that schedule them direct or schedule through you?
You can schedule through them.
Okay, schedule direct with them.
Yeah, we
Perfect.
worked it out today.
All right, perfect. Anything else for me? I will have that change order. I mean, I will have it issued tonight for you to have it in the morning, and then we will try to work back from the number you see.
Thank you, Mr. Klein.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, I won't bore you guys with any other. If you want to go ahead and leave, you're more than welcome to.
Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too, sir.
And then
Mr.
we will regularly attend this now. Either myself or Brian will be here each month, and
And I think I would really appreciate, I think the board would too, appreciate having you, Mr. Klein, with us.
It'll either be myself or Ryan Neiman, but we'll be
Yeah.
here every month.
Yeah, good deal. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Okay. You're not done. You done?
Mr. Teddy, I'm gonna turn it over to you, and you can introduce, Mr. Homeland Security.
We got a little turnover. Homeland Security works with the schools when we do our school assessments, safety plans, plans. Brian, you have to do the last name. I tried all the Seco. He's our newly assigned Homeland Security agent. We've been around today to all the schools in Greene County except North Greene High School, Middle School, and Barrington. So we've been on the road today. So he's met
So
the
Mr.
prin-
Seco got to see how big Greene County was.
Pretty much.
Be a little bigger, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
Ben.
Thank you, thanks for being here.
I'll conclude.
You've had a long day, I'm sure. Well,
Welcome you, so.
Happy.
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna adjourn before we get to that part.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not concluded yet.
Okay. Any committee reports? You can tell who's in charge of the school board is Dave McLean. He's just telling me shut up and go on, didn't he? That's what I heard. Yeah. Listen, you're fired in January. I just want you to know that. Yeah, we got the votes. And, Mr. Wright, thank you for being here, and, yeah, I appreciate, no, I appreciate what you're doing, and just keep on pushing. Keep on pushing, and then we'll help you out every month. Next up, we got the new business, no policies, no procedures. We did C. We're up to, if you guys will go to letter D. Motion to approve non-faculty volunteer coaches.
So moved.
Second.
Oh, gosh. Gary? And Larry, any comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Need a motion to approve policies on second reading.
So moved.
Mark? Second.
Second.
George? Any comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion to approve material surplus disposal.
So moved.
Mark? Have a second?
Second.
Second.
George? Any comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion to approve on one-time employee Christmas bonus. I think all 7 of us will make that motion in second, won't
Make that
we?
motion.
Yeah. Motion by Gary. Whole board seconds it. Comments, they deserve it. Can we go ahead and tell them what it's gonna be?
Sure.
Can we tell them? All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they should, see that probably tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Beats, if you don't see it in there till Monday, don't get too excited. I know how you like Mondays.
I just don't tell Beats. Hey, Beats, you didn't get any. We,
It is,
yeah, you do.
don't be calling board members on it.
Don't be called board members.
But it is a gross of $1,000.
$1,000 for every
Taxed pretty
employee.
heavy,
So,
so.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You all deserve it. You all work hard for it.
And that's given to all employees.
All employees.
Except assistant principals, right?
Assistant principals don't get it. Yeah. Sorry, Terry.
It's actually the bold statement, this does not include those employees that are outsourced, and it's only Greene County School employees on active payroll as of 11/29. So,
So,
Mr. Chairman, I think we need to send out
you know, something out to the teachers. I mean, if we have a mass email, be able to do it just to
I'll
tell
do
them how much
that.
we have.
I'll do that tomorrow morning.
All right. thank
Great
you.
deal, yeah, so everybody deserves it. This is, deserve it every year, but this has definitely been a tough year with the flooding and everything else that you guys have to go through. So, I would say, did we do a vote? Did we get the vote?
We didn't-
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, next up is a motion to approve renovating tennis courts and building a track at Doak.
So moved.
George,
Second.
second by, Gary. Any comments or questions? And I guess, Dave, why don't you tell them on the tennis courts what that entails?
Yeah, what this entails, we'll take it, of course, all your levels, we'll end up taking this to education committee, then it'll go, Brad's here, budget, finance, then it'll go to full-blown county commission, but what this is, we've got several, all of our high schools, I think, except for maybe North Greene, that has very active, track teams, and actually, they do an outstanding job with those track teams, and we don't have a track, certainly, you know, we're very appreciative that we do, that Greenville City there allows us to use their track. You know, with 4 high schools, it's very difficult to put a track and very expensive at every school. Basically, that's, like I said, very expensive. So, we have a very nice location at Doak. In behind is the old football field. We have plenty of room there, and we wanna build this track there where all high schools can use it, even middle schools, as well as people of the community. In doing that, we also have tennis courts at our high schools. Currently, we're blessed at West Greene. They utilize very nice courts that are kept up by the town of Mossheim at West Greene Middle. North Greene and South Greene have 4 courts that they still utilize, but need and lots of prep work and repair with cracks and fencing, etc. So we're looking at refurbishing those courts, and then Chucky Doak High School presently has 2. We want to refurbish those 2 courts as well as build 2 new courts at Chucky Doak High School. So these courts are there for the community, not only for our high schools, they're also used by community individuals. So I think these are great assets, not only to our schools, but also to Greene County as a whole.
Absolutely. Thank you. Any, questions or comments? All right, all in favor that approve renovating the tennis courts and building a track at Doak? I've got a motion by George, second by Gary. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, go along with that. Motion to approve Fund 141 budget resolution for tennis courts and a track at Doak.
So moved.
Mark,
Second.
second by Larry. Comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion to approve Title I-A Budget Fiscal Year 25 Amendment 2.
So moved.
Mark,
Second.
Gary, second. Comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion to approve out-of-state field trip request.
So moved.
Mark,
Second.
second by George. Comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion to approve allowing the chairman and director to negotiate purchasing and/or selling shared property with the town of Greenville.
So moved.
George,
Second.
second by Larry. Any questions or comments? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion to approve technology items for surplus for December 2024.
So moved.
Gary? Got a second?
Second.
Second by George. Any comments or questions? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, I'm adjourning this meeting.
No, you're not.
We have an announcement. Go ahead.
I do have a few announcements to make. One, Miss Trina Burney, that's been our board secretary for years, has accepted a job in Knox County School District.
Overruled.
So this will be her last meeting for us, so I think Trina, I just publicly want to say thank you for
Amen.
everything you've done for me from that office, and I'm sure the board as well, but
Definitely keeps me straight, so thank
just
you.
want to make that announcement, so Trina, thank you, and
Thank
I don't know if you want to give a speech or anything like that.
No, just real quick to say thanks to all of you. You guys have been very, very good to me, and I'm gonna miss all of you greatly.
Yep.
Next
Yeah.
announcement, Mr. Myers, I'm gonna pick on David. David's been with
Oh,
us about
gosh.
41 years, and he has announced his retirement, so he is going to be, actually, he had put down the end of December, and I twisted his arm, so he's gonna stay with us through January 31st. So Dave, we certainly appreciate, you'll be with us for one more board meeting, okay? One more. So thank you. And the last announcement, I want to officially announce my retirement. I think come January 31st, I'll have 30 years in the system, or total in education, with sick days included. 9 years and 8 months is a good time in this job. It's a long time. But it's time for somebody else to do it. I could go on, but it's just time for somebody else to do it. I want to say thanks to everyone. I don't have a speech. I'll try to say a little something next month's board meeting, but I just officially want to make my announcement that January 31st will be my last day. So I want to wish the board good luck in finding somebody. I have all the trust in them, but I just want, like I said, to officially announce my retirement, and I'll probably say a lot more in January, but just wanted to get the word out. So.
Well, I guess all I want to say is it must be me, because both of everyone on my the Laugh and Rise quitting, so I don't think I stink. Yeah, I catch on quick.
This is Bobby Rader's first time here.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby Rader. We'll blame Bobby Rader.
Bobby, it's not
Yeah.
usually like this.
Yeah, Bobby, you come in here and I lose 3 people right off the bat. No, I just, all seriousness, Dave,
Yes, sir.
I consider you a good friend. You and I have been together for 9.5 years. And we're the only 2 still left when you started, but there's been a lot of things good for Greene County Schools.
Here, here.
And I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I'm gonna miss you. But I'm going ahead and resign too, since everybody else resigned. That's all I'm gonna say. But we've been through some good times, and
Sure.
we've been wore out on Facebook together, and we've been wore out in the papers together, and
Store fortress.
yeah, but I truly consider you a dear friend.
Well, thanks, Rick.
So-
You know, this job across America, the expectancy or term or time within it's probably only 2 or 3 years. State of Tennessee is about 5 or 6 years. To do the job for 9 years and 8 months, and I've been blessed. You guys have been good to me, but you know, I think with like I said, years of service plus my sick time, and I'll have about 30 years in 1 month come January 31st. And you know, in my heart, it's just I've never been a fan of career politicians. I don't know if this job's where you're elected, no doubt, but it's let somebody else take a swing at it, and I think everybody has a shelf life, and maybe my shelf life's running out, so it's just gives somebody else an opportunity to see what they can do, so.
And about Trenda, she's the one keeps me straight, and thank you for everything.
You're welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm gonna miss you more than I will Dave, but anyway.
I won't be far.
I know you won't, I won't. But it's Bobby Rader's fault, I want the paper to show that.
I may report that.
Amy, you got that?
Does anybody else have anything they want to say to this meeting? I'm sure January will be a great meeting where everybody will have, we'll get to roast you.
That's okay, I'm used to it. I've been used to it for 9 years and 8 months, I'm pretty good.
You're tough skinned now, aren't you, Dave?
I can handle it. Yeah, I can handle it.
But you know what, I have been to a lot of chairman meetings, and I've been to a lot of different things. And this board has been lucky where the director and the board have got along. And if we disagreed, we were able to come to the right decision for the system. And there's not many does that, Dave. I've seen chairmen where they come in these meetings and cuss the director. So I think this board and director have got along great through everything.
Here, here.
Yeah.
Mr.
enough of
Chairman,
this.
this school system is losing 3 good people.
Absolutely. So,
I've raised that one back there and that one over there. And I was David's mentor principal when he went through the principal's academy.
that's what happened to him.
We're losing 3 dandies.
Yes, sir, we are. We are.
Yeah, that's what happened to him.
That's what happened to him.
Him, John English Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. But, guys, Dave keeps on telling me that we'll get through, so I'm gonna listen to that. All right, guys, before we all start boo-hooing around here, we need the board, now, Trenda, I know this is her last meeting, so she gives us she's boss us one more time. We need this board time sheets are due to Miss Trenda before we leave. And she needs us to sign the TCRS form for payroll. Is that good? And our next meeting is gonna be January the 23rd at 4:30 at Greene Tech Center. And my announcement, if the board will look at your email, Miss Trenda has emailed you guys announcement, some stuff about our new director search. If you guys will let me know if you're okay with it. And then if you are, I think we're gonna post that Monday, if you guys are good with it. So,
And Chairman, I might say this, and you all may throw something at me, maybe we need to talk about it later. I know the next one's at the joint board, I don't know, maybe we look at having the last one here, maybe on a Tuesday, if everybody can do that. I don't know if that has to be voted on or even looked at, just my thoughts a little bit. So.
well, I think I've even mentioned to Gary, and I didn't get to talk to everyone, but it would be my hope that we would just have it here, but I will get to that.
Just swap. Swap.
We're I just think I'll make a motion that we meet here in January.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion's been made that we have our school board meeting here in January. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. So be it. Anything else? Have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
This meeting is adjourned, thank goodness. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget your reading material here.
Yeah.